Alright guys, Mortal Kombat 1 is here, and today I'm going to talk about it, my initial impressions of the game, because I recently finished the storyline and I played a little bit of more or less every single one of the game modes, so I can basically show you and talk about if and whether I actually enjoy the game and whether the game is worth. Now, first thing first, right off the bat, the game is pretty awesome. The game is awesome. I totally enjoy it. I believe it's one of the best Mortal Kombat games ever made. However, before you come to any conclusion, you just have to make sure, you just have to know actually that I am a casual Mortal Kombat gamer. So I don't really play competitively. I never did. I never will be. Mortal Kombat, any installment before Mortal Kombat 1, if I would buy a copy, I'll be playing on average 30 minutes a week, because again, I would really like to have some time playing Mortal Kombat if I wanna chill and relax. So again, I'm not really an amazing Mortal Kombat gamer, you can see by the gameplay. And I'm showing you the gameplay so that you can see how this game looks like, and you can decide for yourself whether you'd like to buy it. In my opinion, if you enjoyed Mortal Kombat, any other installment, you have to go ahead and buy it. This game is pretty good. It's pretty beautiful. One of the best looking Mortal Kombat games I've ever seen. When it comes to the gameplay, when it comes to the fatalities, brutalities, the cameras that are moving during the fight, with especially when you're doing specific moves in the game, everything looks good. When it comes to the visual aspect of the game, it is great. My only problem with the game will come from the story, but I know that many people who want to play Mortal Kombat, they don't really care about the story. So if this is you, that's no problem. However, let's talk about the story. And I'm going to touch upon a couple of issues with the story and a couple of great things with the story, because the story was great and at a certain point it became bad. But this is just me, this is my subjective feeling. Now, first thing first, I want to mention that heavy spoilers are going to follow. So if you don't want to get spoiled on the story, please close the video now, because heavy spoilers will follow. Now, the story opens up with Liu Kang and his world that is perfect. He created the perfect world where Shang Tsung, every single villain that we had before, is actually not a villain. Cinder is good, Melina is good. Only Shao Kahn is kind of bad, but this is the problem, because according to Liu Kang, he shouldn't be bad, he should be good. Also, Shang Tsung should be good, they shouldn't be bad. And then something happens. At a certain point, we realize that there was a parallel timeline, and the parallel timeline is managed by Shang Tsung, and he intervenes in the timeline of Liu Kang, and a lot of timelines collide, fight each other, and there is an Armageddon in the end, and this is how it basically ends. At the end of the day, Melina becomes Empress of the Outworld, which is cool, because I really like Melina. She's my all-time favorite, one of my all-time favorite characters in Mortal Kombat. Now, let's begin with the positives of the story. There are a lot of characters that used to be villains, like all the way from all the other installments, and currently they're good. For instance, Sindel is pretty good. She dies in the story, but she's awesome. She's a good character, definitely. You care about her, you feel bad when she dies, even though you see it coming. You see it coming from a mile that she's going to die. But anyways, so Sindel is good. Melina is good, which is weird, but yeah, Melina is pretty good in this game. Baraka is good. Not only that he's good, but he's one of the central characters. He's fighting alongside the good guys, and he's actually central to the story, which is cool. He's actually more important than Scorpion, to be honest. Which Scorpion was a little bit to the bench in the whole storyline. I didn't know why, but he was benched. He was barely in the story. But anyways, now there are a lot of cool elements in the story. For instance, there were test of might, certain situation where you have to click on the keyboard really fast, otherwise you're going to die. I found that to be pretty cool. And in certain situations, you were fighting so many different characters. It was like you're fighting Ninja Mime, Johnny Cage, a lot of different characters just out of nowhere, and you have to fight them. It felt pretty good. However, at the same time, there are certain aspects of the story that I didn't like. For instance, one of the aspects was the fact that I had to fight the same guy probably 4 or 5 times. For instance, you have to fight Shao Kahn in this game probably 4 or 5 times, yeah, you have to be honest. The same guy, you fight him 4 or 5 times, and on the 5th time you're like, oh my god, how many times I have to fight and beat this guy? It's getting tedious at this point. It's the same, for instance, for Shang Tsung, you fight him 3 or 4 times. So this is an aspect of the story that I didn't enjoy. Another aspect is, yeah, I really didn't like this. The other aspect is the whole storyline thing, the whole timeline thing. Guys, in my opinion, if you are lazy with the story writing and you don't want to create don't want to think of something original, You can always think of parallel universe, parallel timeline, a wormhole, stuff like this, because it explains everything with everything. You can just say wormhole, parallel universe, parallel timeline. There you go. You have unlimited options. Like, for instance, there was a game that was released very, very recent. It was called Starfield. It had the same shit as a story. Like, anyways, not going to get into details. So what I'm trying to say is that the moment they introduced and explained everything with the parallel timeline, I was like, oh my god. No. Why? Why? It was so good and certain, and then bam, we have the parallel thing, and I was like, you can literally do anything with that. It's, again, I'm not saying it is horrible. All I'm saying is that it is probably the easiest thing to create. Like, yeah, you can create 10 million parallel, and then you can combine characters from them forever. The options are endless. It will be much, much more difficult to develop a story in a way that we don't expect, but in a way that's more difficult to think, right? But anyways, guys, I'm not saying that's a big deal. The story was generally good. I liked it. Again, the first part was amazing, 10 out of 10. The second part, after we discovered the parallel timelines, sorry, 6 out of 10. So I would give it an 8 out of 10 as a story. And the general experience in the game, I'll give it probably... Again, I'm not really a huge Mortal Kombat gamer, so my opinion is nothing. But for a casual player, I'll give it like a 9 or even 10 out of 10. So the general grade for Mortal Kombat 1 is... I'll probably give it 8.5 or 9 out of 10. In my opinion, it is better than MK11. I don't think of any negative of this game. Like, I like it. There is a new type of seasonal game mode. It is called Invasions, if I'm not mistaken. You can also play towers if you want. You can play PvP. I already played 2 matches. I won one match and lost the other one. And the guy I lost to at this certain point, he didn't play seriously because he knew that I cannot be not at his level. But at the end of the day, you can have a lot of fun with the Mortal Kombat 1. I believe it's a super good game, and it is, look at this, it's amazing. Let's do just one fight and close the video. And by the way, let me know in the comment section whether you want me to do more content. I will be I will be I will be really interested to see what you guys think. Are you interested in Mortal Kombat 1 content at all, or you want me to just do Mortal Kombat mobile content? Of course, when I say such type of content, I don't mean like I'll be doing it all the time. I'll be doing like one video a week or something. I don't know. It's totally up to you guys. Okay, I'm going to call sector to the 8. Bam! And he missed. Anyways, doesn't matter. Another this. Yeah. And I'm going to end the video with an interesting revelation. Li Mei is actually my favorite character in Mortal Kombat 1. When it comes to fighting mechanics, I absolutely love her. She's pretty cool. And you can spam this ability, which is super OP. Oh, oopsie. Oh, sector to the... Oh, what? I missed my keyboard, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, that was too early. Okay, let's do, why is it just pausing every single time? Anyways. I swear, I don't do anything. I'm not doing anything. Beautiful. Oh my god, very cool. The game is beautiful, guys. The game is absolutely beautiful. So, yeah. I don't know how to do Fatality yet. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to learn that very soon. And see you next time, guys. Take care.